Hi, in this video I will demonstrate how you can associate a grade item with an activity such as discussions, Dropboxes, and quizzes. Let's begin. We're going to look at the association column. If you notice, there is nothing here, there is nothing but a dash. Even though I have this structure built out, and I come over to my Enter Grades area, I can see each category and each grade item, but there's still one more thing we need to do. This association is blank. If this is blank, it will not push those grades as they come in from your students into that column in the gradebook. So we got to connect that missing piece. We do that by going to the tool, discussions, assignments, quizzes, so on. So the first thing I'm going to do is go over here to my discussions, and here's discussion 1. I'm going to select the down arrow and edit topic. I'm going to do this by clicking on the assessment tab, and I'm going to choose a grade item. So I click on the down arrow here and I can select M1 discussion, and I do have to give it an out of score. This can be any number that you use. I'm just using 10. You'll see here that discussion 1 and 2 has a little key icon, a little tool icon that states it's included in your assessment. So that means you have these two connected to the grade items that we created in the gradebook. Now 3 and 4 doesn't have one, so we're going to do this right now. Discussion 3, we're going to say edit topic. I'm going to do this by clicking on the assessment tab. So I click on the down arrow and you will see that I don't have any more discussion grade items. So this is when I would click on new grade item, and I would create a name for it, M3 discussion, and this is where I put it in the category. So I'm going to select discussions, save, and I do have to give it an out of score. This can be any number that you use. I'm just using 10. You will see that all of these are now showing that they are connected to the assessment area. So let's go look at the gradebook and see what it looks like now. So I'm going to click on grades from the top and grades again and manage grades. Now you will see that my discussions have an association in this association column. When discussion 1 gets graded, it will push this into the gradebook. The naming conventions between the grade item and the activity should be named the same because it's just easier to find. But if you have trouble deciding which one, maybe you connected the wrong one, you can click on the question mark and it will tell you which item you have it connected to, and it will show your max points, percentages, and it's in the category of discussion. So it kind of gives you a path of where to go look to fix it. Let's do a couple of the Dropboxes and let you see the difference between what the Dropbox look and feel is to compare to the discussions. I'm going to go and I'm going to connect these grade items to these two, and I'm going to create some also. So I'm going to go to Assessment, Dropbox. Under Assignment 1, click on the down arrow, Edit Folder. Now you see this looks completely different than what we had. We're going to click on the grade out of area. It's going to push everything over so we can add what we need. The grade out of might be 20 points. And we're going to click on in the gradebook. There you'll get this drop down arrow, and you want to select edit or link existing. You have two options. You have create a link for a new grade item, or you can link it to an existing. I already have a grade item for this. I'm going to choose link to an existing and then select the grade item from the drop down and say OK. save and close. So there's that little key that shows it's tied to an assessment. I'm going to do this to the others as well. I don't have an assignment 3 grade item. Select the drop down arrow, then edit folder, select the radio button, create and link a new grade item. It's automatically going to call it the same as your activity, and I'm going to choose a grade category here. This is an assignment Dropbox, and say OK and save and close. So you see you have your little key that shows all of these are in the Gradebook. I'm going to create one on the fly, show you how you can do that without having to go back and forth. So I'm going to create a new folder, and we're going to call this Assignment 5. Click on the Out of Grade, and the same thing. Edit or link to an existing, and I'm going to select create and link to a grade item and let it create the grade item for me, and I'll put it in the assignment category. OK, and save and close. And now I have 5 assignments. Let's go look at the Gradebook, what it looks like in Manage Grades. So you'll see now I have 5 assignments under my assignment category, and I have 4 discussions under my discussion category. And as you see, this is doing the math for me. So I have 4 discussions at 25% each. That's 100% of the 35. And I have no error messages. So if the math doesn't add up, it will tell you by giving you an error message at the top. And again, I have 5 assignments, and each one of them I have with the different max points. The system did the math for me and gave it 20% for each item. That is 100% of the 30 category. And the same thing for the quiz and the presentation. So I think by now you have a good idea of how to build this structure out. And like I said, you need to make that association or the grade will not be pushed into the Gradebook category in your inner grades area, which will cause a lot of questions from your students. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to the CTE. Thank you.